On weekends, the coffee shop is still this crowded, which means people are escaping life more than we think. Or are they hiding from their boss?
Or maybe they're like us, pretending to relax but actually bringing out the laptop to check emails and regret it immediately.
I brought my laptop just to look at it for motivation. Open it up, stare at the screen, then ask myself, what did I do wrong to have to work on the weekend? Did I steal ice cream from kids in my past life?
The biggest mistake is growing up, you know. Only now do we realize that freedom is just an illusion.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I thought growing up meant freedom. No one forcing you to nap, no one banning ice cream before meals. Now, no one really bans it, but your stomach and bank account jump in as referees.
What I love most is waking up on Saturday morning without an alarm, but ironically, I still open my eyes at 7 a.m., like I'm haunted.
The biological clock of someone tormented by deadlines. It's like an internal alarm. Get up. Life still has bills to pay.
Exactly. Our brains have an alarm bell. Get up. No one's assigning work, but worry ahead to be safe, lest you regret it tomorrow.
I have a habit on weekend mornings. Brew coffee and then sit pondering life. Then realize, life hasn't liked or replied to any comments yet.
On weekend mornings, I like to clean my room. But after 10 minutes, I start looking at old stuff and sink into memories like a flashback movie.
And lose 2 hours? It's like watching Netflix about your own past.
Exactly. This shirt I wore on a day out with friends. This movie ticket was the first one I bought myself. So instead of cleaning, I'm excavating archaeological treasures of emotions.
My room is different. I clean in a minimalist style, look at the pile of stuff, think for 30 seconds, then decide to leave it for the future to handle. The future is probably crying for help somewhere.
Your future must be exhausted, having to clean up old debts from the past.
My future is probably sitting in some coffee shop complaining, why do I have to deal with this?
But I find daily adult life interesting. For example, going to the supermarket, now it's like playing a deal hunting game.
Going to the supermarket is interesting. As a kid, I'd run straight to the candy aisle. Now I stand reading cooking oil prices like an economics book.
Yeah. As a kid, it was grab whatever you want. Now it's comparing every thousand dong, feeling like a professional investor.
I even compare expiration dates. Pick up 2 milk cartons. Twist them around like an expert detecting fakes.
And feel so proud when I get a 5% discount carton, like winning a mini lottery.
That feeling is happier than getting high grades back in the day. At least now, there's no punishment for choosing wrong.
Do you cook?
Sure, I'm the type who looks at a recipe for 5 minutes, cooks for 30 minutes, cleans up for an hour. The time ratio is like an action movie. Short main part, long behind the scenes.
So you spend most of the time facing the consequences. Your kitchen probably looks like a battlefield.
Exactly. After I cook, the kitchen looks like it just survived a zombie war. But the food is edible. No one's called an ambulance yet.
Edible sounds a bit worrying, like surviving the meal.
Well, no one's been hospitalized, so that's success. I give myself 5 stars for survival.
I like cooking on Sunday evenings. Cooking while listening to music. It feels like I'm the main character in a light Netflix movie.
Movie titled Preparing for the Stormy Week Ahead? The climax is opening the fridge and realizing you forgot to buy onions, then running to the market.
Exactly. The real tragedy of life, running out of onions mid-cook?
Do you ever feel like you're living very planned out?
Sure. Every night I plan to wake up early tomorrow, exercise, have a healthy breakfast. Sounds like a superhero's plan.
And the next morning, I choose to sleep another 30 minutes, skip exercise, and eat bread outside the gate. Superhero failure.
At least you still eat breakfast. Sometimes I skip it altogether, then blame myself. Why am I like this?
Yeah, that's the only successful part. The rest is strategic failure.
I think daily routines teach us a lot, like appreciating a good night's sleep or a meal that's not burnt.
Or cherishing moments of sitting still like now, with no one rushing, except for the phone buzzing nonstop.
Have you noticed, on weekends in coffee shops, people talk more softly, like everyone's trying to be gentle with life, before Monday kicks the door in?
Maybe because they know Monday is lurking somewhere, like the final boss in a game.
Don't mention Monday anymore. I still want to live in the weekend illusion a bit longer. Let's pretend it doesn't exist.
So, let's talk about small things, like watering plants. I talk to it every morning like a best friend.
You grow plants?
I have a small pot on the balcony. Every morning I talk to it. How are you living today?
Does it reply?
Not yet. But it's still alive. Meaning, it probably doesn't hate me. Or it's pretending.
I have a plant pot too. Every time it sprouts a new leaf, I'm happy all day, like witnessing a miracle.
It feels like you've done something right, amid so many mistakes.
Yeah, in a world full of complexities, a small leaf appearing is proof that you're still taking good care of something, at least not stealing ice cream from kids in a past life.
Hearing you say that makes me feel the weekend is way more worthwhile. Like a small reward for a hellish week.
Because we allow ourselves to slow down and not fake productivity.
And allow ourselves to be imperfect. The house might not be tidy, plans might not be completed, but at least we're sitting here, drinking coffee, talking.
And laughing about very ordinary things, like laughing in the face of life.
Ordinary things are sometimes what keep us sane the most, from going crazy.
Alex,
What?
if there's one small thing in daily life that I cherish the most, what is it?
It's the moment at night before sleep. Turn off the lights, lie still, hear the fan whirring steadily. It feels like all worries pause, except for next month's bills.
For you, it's early morning when the city isn't noisy yet. Brew coffee, stand watching the first sunlight. Like getting to start over, reset errors.
Hearing you say that makes me feel like we're not living as badly as we think. We're just overthinking sometimes.
Yeah. Sometimes we forget to look back and just think we're a walking disaster.
Cheers with coffee to small but great things.
And to the weekend, where we temporarily make peace with life before war breaks out on Monday.
Hope next week we still have enough energy to sit here and complain more.
Don't call it complaining. Call it in-depth analysis of everyday life, comedy version.
Sounds classy. We have to make our own story interesting, lest it be boring like a long-running soap opera.
Exactly. After all, life isn't always noisy. Sometimes it's just two people sitting in a weekend coffee shop, talking about very ordinary things, and feeling lighter, like shedding an invisible burden.
Emna, tell the truth. Every Monday morning, do you ever look at the calendar and sigh? Like looking at a sworn enemy.
Sure. Especially when seeing a to-do list longer than the electricity bill. I sigh longer than that list.
I always tell myself, this week, I'll study and work really disciplined. But by Tuesday, I start negotiating with myself, like peace talks.
Negotiating how?
Okay, today, I'm a bit tired. Study double tomorrow. And tomorrow continues the negotiation. An endless loop.
Me too. I have a notebook for weekly study plans. It looks very professional. But in reality, many pages are just crossed out, like a failed novel draft.
At least you have a notebook. I store plans in my head, and they evaporate after one sleep, like magic.
Really?
And it automatically disappears after a sleep. My brain has an auto-delete function.
Do you know the funniest thing in the week?
What?
We always think we'll study better in the evening, but evening comes, brain switches to watch random stuff to relieve stress, then gets lost on YouTube.
Exactly. I open the computer to study. 5 minutes later, I'm watching a video a day in the life of someone in some city, wondering why they're so productive.
And wondering why I'm not as disciplined as them, while they might be watching someone else's video and wondering the same envy loop.
Studying during the week is like climbing a mountain. Monday, you're full of energy, like a superhero.
Tuesday starts to feel the steep slope, panting.
Wednesday, you wonder why you signed up for this course, like you got tricked.
Thursday starts imagining the weekend, brain already flying to the coffee shop.
And Friday, brain has already arrived at the coffee shop, body still at the study desk.
Like today. But honestly, I still like the feeling of completing something in the week, even small, like beating a mini-boss.
For example,
Like finishing a tough assignment I'd been procrastinating on. When done, I suddenly feel 3% smarter. I measure by feeling very scientific.
3% is a very precise number. I like the feeling when I understand something after reading it many times without getting it. Like, my brain flips a switch, lights up bright.
Ah, so that's it. That moment is priceless, like finding a key in a mess or finding your wallet after thinking it was lost.
But to get that moment, you have to go through many minutes staring at the screen with a blank mind. Like a zombie in front of a laptop.
You have a habit of sitting in front of the laptop, hands on the keyboard, eyes gazing far like a philosopher contemplating the universe.
Actually, not knowing where to start. Don't expose me so fast, let me keep my image.
Me too. Some days I read a passage 5 times and still don't remember what I just read, like brain reset.
Because brain is thinking about something else? Thinking about dinner, unread messages, whether I locked the door, bad multitasking.
Studying during the week isn't just learning knowledge. It's also learning to pull your mind back to the desk, like pulling a naughty puppy.
You sound like a self-development expert. Actually, I'm just speaking from my own drifting experience.
I realized something interesting. When I study with friends, everything is much easier, like having a support team.
Because someone supervises? Or because someone to complain with?
Partly. But also because it feels like you're not alone in the effort. Like shared suffering is more fun.
Yeah, facing a deadline alone is easy to panic. But knowing others are struggling too suddenly makes it lighter, like sharing the burden.
I once had a week where studying piled up. Schedule packed. I thought I couldn't handle it. Like, about to collapse.
Then what?
Then I broke it into small parts. Do a little at a time. Each time I finish a small goal, I reward myself with a sip of milk tea. Sugar-based study method. Don't laugh.
Sugar-based study method. I reward myself by standing up and walking a few laps in the room, pretending like I just achieved something big, like a mini Nobel.
At least you don't reward yourself by sleeping right away. That's the most dangerous reward.
Ah, I save that for weekends. Do you ever compare yourself to others in studying?
Sure. Especially when seeing someone accomplish more than me, I feel like a loser.
Me too. But then I realize everyone has their own pace. Mine is slow like a turtle, but at least not lost.
Sounds easy, but accepting it isn't. But if you keep chasing others, you'll forget why you started.
I started learning something new out of curiosity. But midweek, curiosity turns into fatigue, like battery dead.
Curiosity needs nurturing. If you just force yourself, it'll die like a flashlight out of battery.
So, what's your secret?
Remind myself why I want to learn. Not to be better than anyone, but to understand a bit more about the world. And not feel out of place.
Hearing you say that makes me feel last week wasn't meaningless, just a bit messy.
No week is meaningless if you learn something. Even if just learning not to stay up too late, lest you become a zombie tomorrow.
That lesson I'm relearning every week, like a required course.
I think studying during the week doesn't have to be grand. Doesn't need to be excellent every day. Just not a total flop.
Just not giving up?
Yeah, just today sit at the desk, open the materials. Even if only 20 minutes. Enough to wake the brain.
20 minutes sounds small, but add up over the week, it's a lot, like saving pocket change.
The important thing is to keep going, not drop out.
Emna,
What?
if next week is busy again, tiring again, are you scared?
Sure, but I believe I'll manage. Because I've done it before, living proof.
I like how you say, I've done it before. Like a Medal of Honor.
Because it's proof we're not as weak as we think. Sometimes we just fake weakness to get a break.
So, cheers with coffee again.
To challenging study weeks and life-saving coffee.
And to those evenings, staring at the screen but deciding not to turn it off, even if Netflix calls.
To ordinary people who still try every day, even with a bit of negotiation.
Sounds like we're cheering ourselves. All right. Next week, I'll try to negotiate less with myself.
I'll witness it. If you're lazy, remember, I'll remind you.
Remind gently, lest I negotiate again.
Don't worry. This time you're serious.
I said that since last Monday. But maybe this week is different. Hope so.
Hope so. Because, after all, studying during the week isn't to become someone far-fetched.
But, so that every weekend we sit here, not regretting too much, and have coffee to make up for it.
And have stories to tell each other, like a personal podcast.
Exactly. Without those days of effort, weekends would be bland, like coffee without sugar.
So, even if we complain, we'll still continue.
Because we know we're going somewhere, even if slow like a crawling turtle.
And that's enough for a week. No need for medals.
Emna,
Yes. What is it?
do you ever sit in a coffee shop like this and imagine the lives of people around you? Like directing short films.
Sure. I often look at someone typing intently on their laptop and think, they must be writing something super important, like a plan to conquer the world.
While maybe they're just fixing a spelling error or chatting with AI.
But we like to imagine it grand, lest real life be boring.
I just looked at that guy in the corner, wearing a white shirt, drinking black coffee, no sugar.
Then what?
I imagine he's a writer struggling with the final chapter of his novel, Artist Suffering Style.
Who knows? Maybe he's just waiting for his girlfriend, thinking about dinner.
Don't ruin my plot. I'm building drama here.
Life is already dramatic enough, and you want more drama. Your brain is like Netflix, always suggesting good movies.
Don't you find it fun? Everyone here has a story, but we only see a small slice, like a still frame, a teaser trailer.
Yeah. Some are happy, some tired, some just need a quiet place to sit, or escape bills.
Like us, we're the type who need both quiet and conversation.
Exactly. If I made you sit completely silent for 30 minutes, you'd probably talk to the spoon, like, hey spoon, what do you think about life?
Have I done that? Not yet, but I don't rule it out. My brain works 24/7.
I think chit-chat like this is important, like an antidote for the week.
Really important? Or are we just avoiding bigger things, like dodging the boss?
Both. But dodging a little isn't bad. Our brains need breaks, lest they short-circuit.
The other day, I had a very serious thought.
Sounds scary. Serious how?
I wondered, if one day I'm no longer busy, what will I do? Count ants?
Do you really want to not be busy? When tired, yes, but too free, and you'd probably create work for yourself.
When tired? Yes. But when too free, it feels empty, like a wallet after Black Friday.
I think humans are funny. Busy. Complain. Free. Worry. Like addicted to drama.
Like we're addicted to having things to do. Or addicted to feeling useful. Lest society rejects us.
Yeah. Some days sitting doing nothing, suddenly feel guilty, like committing laziness crime.
Even though I did nothing wrong. Just not productive.
I hate that word. Productive. Sounds like we're printers, have to print constantly.
But society likes measuring everything, from likes to KPIs.
I prefer measuring by moments like now. If today I truly laugh, it's a 10/10ths day.
So is today valuable yet?
Pretty good. You have to try a bit more. Tell another joke.
Big challenge. Do you ever imagine your future self?
Yes, I imagine a calmer version, less random thoughts.
Less random thoughts probably wouldn't be me anymore. Are you complimenting or criticizing?
But really, I like how you ask silly questions, like a kid.
For example?
Like, if cats could talk, would they criticize us? Or, the neighbor's cat is secretly judging me.
I still suspect the neighbor's cat is secretly judging me. Maybe it's blogging. Today, the balcony guy overwatered the plant again. Amateur style.
I, a refined cat, can't understand his music taste. See, life is more fun if we add a bit of imagination.
But don't imagine too much, lest you stress yourself, like scripting a horror movie.
You have a bad habit.
Again? Tell me.
You often think about situations that haven't happened, then stress over them. Your brain is like a weather forecast machine, always predicting storms.
Oh, me too. Our brains are like sci-fi scriptwriters, specializing in worst-case scenarios.
What if I say the wrong thing? What if they misunderstand? What if everything falls apart?
While in reality, maybe no one notices. Everyone's busy with the movie in their head.
Exactly. Each person is busy with their own head movie. Hearing that suddenly feels light, like shedding a burden.
Because we're not side characters in everyone's story. Just the main character. In our own.
And sometimes a special guest in someone's, hopefully the comic role.
I like how you say it. You like how I smile before saying something serious.
Because you're afraid of too serious, people will run away. Don't worry, I haven't run.
Good. Because I have one more question.
Ask.
If in the future, every weekend we still sit in this coffee shop, talking random stuff like this, would you get bored?
No, because each week will be a slightly different version, like software updates.
Even if the coffee shop stays the same, setting unchanged, but the story changes, like a Netflix series.
And each episode starts with a cup of coffee, ends with a vague promise that next week we'll do better.
Even knowing we might repeat some old mistakes, like unfixed bugs.
But at least we're aware. Being aware is a step forward, slow level up.
Emna,
What?
thank you for conversations like this. Amid a week full of deadlines and plans, having someone sit and listen to my random talk without criticizing.
Why suddenly thank? Who said no criticizing? I criticize inwardly, but still listen.
See, the neighbor's cat was right. But you're still sitting here.
Yeah, and you too. Maybe we can't solve all of life's problems.
But we can laugh about them together, like watching a comedy.
And that's a way to face it. Humorous facing.
So, summarize today's 3 weekend themes.
Everyday routines. Help us slow down, not run like crazy.
Studying during the week reminds us to try, even with negotiation.
And chit-chat stories. Keep the soul not too serious, add a bit of fun.
Sounds like a balanced formula. Not perfect, but usable. Like a coffee recipe.
Well, the sky is starting to get afternoonish. The sunlight is much softer.
Do you hear the clinking of cups and saucers? Sounds like background rhythm for our conversation, like movie soundtrack.
Yes. If someone recorded this dialogue, they'd probably think these two talk so much, like a non-stop podcast.
But who knows, they might see themselves in it. That would be good.
Because in the end, we're just two ordinary people, sitting in a weekend coffee shop.
Talking about routines, studying, and random thoughts.
And finding a bit of peace amid so much noise, thanks to coffee and jokes.
Same place next week?
Same place.
This same coffee shop?
This same coffee shop.
See you next weekend then.
See you. And remember, don't negotiate with yourself too much anymore.
I'll try. But if I do negotiate,
Then tell me about it next weekend.
Definitely.
All right, cheers one last time for today.
To the untold stories.
And to the remaining weekends.
Yeah, because this journey, after all, doesn't need to be too noisy.
Just need someone to sit down with and listen, with laughter included.